I never thought my own blood could cut so deep, but there I was, staring at an empty seat at the cruise ship's grand dining table, my heart pounding like a stampede across the Montana plains. I'm Jack Harlan, 72 years old, a retired rancher from the wide-open lands of Wyoming. For 45 years, I broke my back on the Harlan spread, 3,000 acres of cattle, dust, and dreams. My hands tell the tale, calluses from roping steers, scars from barbed wire fences that never quite heal. My wife, Sarah, passed 5 years back from a long fight with cancer. She left me with an empty ranch house, her wildflower garden going to seed in the backyard, and a promise whispered in her final days. Look after our boy, Jack. God, how I tried. The ranch life wasn't easy, but it was honest. I sold a place after Sarah went, pocketing $750,000 after taxes. It sits in a savings account now, drawing modest interest, while I live off my Social Security, about $2,500 a month. Enough for a quiet life in Casper, where the winters bite hard and the summers stretch endless under that big sky. My son, Ryan, wasn't always the man who would sell me out for a quick buck. As a kid, he trailed me on horseback, learning to mend fences and brand calves. We had good times, trail rides through the Bighorn Mountains, rodeos where he'd compete in junior events, Sarah packing picnics with her famous apple pie. I footed his college at the University of Wyoming, $50,000 over 4 years. He graduated in business, class of 2008, and I co-signed his first truck loan to get him started in real estate out in Cheyenne. Ryan married Lisa in 2010. I covered $20,000 for the wedding, a simple affair at a local barn. But Sarah wanted it special. Family's everything, she'd say. Then came the grandkids. Ethan in 2012, now 18 and sharp as a tack, heading to engineering school, and Sophie, 16, with Sarah's artistic soul and a quiet fire in her eyes. I set up college funds for them early, $10,000 each, and helped with braces, summer camps, whatever they needed. But after Sarah died, things shifted. Ryan's calls grew sparse, always laced with excuses. Busy with flips? Dad. Lisa's voice in the background, sharp and distant. The kids, though, they kept the spark alive. Ethan drives over every other weekend, helps with chores around my modest house. We tinker in the garage, fixing old tractors, or just talking about Sarah. He listens, really listens. Sophie sends handwritten notes, sketches of the Wyoming Badlands that make me tear up. Last one was Grandpa's ranch sunset, all oranges and purples like Sarah's quilts. But the grandkids hinted at cracks. Ethan once muttered over Thanksgiving, after Ryan canceled last minute, "Dad talks different when you're not around." Sophie wrote in a letter, "Mom says not to visit too much or you'll expect handouts." Expectations? Like wanting to see my family was asking for a handout. I brushed it off. Told myself they were young. Protecting me maybe. Deep down, I knew better. Ranchers learn to spot weak fences before the herd breaks through. It hit a low on Sarah's would-be 70th birthday, January 2024. I sat in the dim living room, wind howling outside like a lonely coyote, staring at faded photos, empty chairs, voicemail hellos. That's when I decided. One last push for unity. A family cruise, 12 nights through the Caribbean, timed for spring break, so the kids could join. I pictured us like old times, before Sarah's illness, when we'd camp in Yellowstone and just be. I called Ryan the next day, voice steady as I could manage. "I'm booking us a trip. My gift. Let's reconnect. Pause on his end. Then, that's big of you.
Dad.
Let me run it by Lisa. A week later. Thumbs up. The kids buzzed with excitement. I wired $58,000 from savings, no regrets. Confirmation email. Primary holder. Jack Harlan. Family suite for 5. 3 months before sailing. Ryan showed up unannounced a Wednesday. Dust on his boots from the drive. He looked worn. Eyes darting like a spooked horse.
Dad.
Need to talk. It's the business. We sat at the kitchen table. Coffee steaming. His real estate firm was expanding new office in Jackson Hole. Prime tourist spot. Bank wanted collateral he didn't have. Cosign or loan me the down payment. $95,000. I'll pay back in a year. 5% interest. Legal note and all. Sarah's words echoed. Support him. But ranch instinct kicked in. Verify. I agreed, but insisted on a proper promissory note, drafted by a local attorney in Casper. We signed. Notarized it at the county clerk's office. Felt solid. Wyoming style, handshake law. But on paper. September 15th. I transferred the funds. His hug was quick. Grateful. This changes everything. Dad. I checked public records 2 weeks later. No building permits for his firm.
Oh.
But I let it slide. First payment due October? Nothing. I waited. Called. Just checking.
Son.
Delays.
Dad.
November for sure. November passed. December. I drove to Cheyenne, snow flurries whipping the windshield. His secretary. Out at a meeting. Lisa called that night. You're stressing him. Jack. Back off. By January. Still zilch. My savings dipped below $600,000 with living costs. Ethan visited. Saw me poring over statements. Grandpa. Is Dad repaying? Between us. Kid. He shifted. He's betting again. Saw apps on his phone, sports books, casinos online. Cold sweat hit me. Gambling? Ryan had dabbled young. But I thought it was past. March 1st. Day before embarkation. Checked my credit card, old habit from ranch supplier bills. Cruise charge. Expected. Then another. $19,500 for 4 add-ons. Heart racing. I called the line. Mr. Harlan, your booking now has 9 passengers. Added by secondary holder. Ryan Harlan. Names. Victor Klein. Elaine Klein. Bradley Voss. Carla Voss. Strangers. Can I cancel? Partial refund possible. But departures tomorrow. Resolve with your son. I didn't. Ranchers don't spook the herd till you know the play. Miami Port. March 2nd. Humid as a summer storm in the Rockies. Sun beating down like it had a grudge. I met them at the terminal. Ryan's grin too wide. Dad. This is epic. Thanks. Hug fell off. Performative. Lisa air-kissed. So generous. Jack. Ethan and Sophie real embraces. Sophie whispered. Love you. Grandpa. Then the 4, polished. City slickers in resort wear. Ryan. Friends from a deal. Victor. Elaine. Bradley.
Carla.
Thought it'd liven things up. Victor's handshake firm. Eyes calculating. Ryan raves about you. Jack. We boarded. My cabin separate. Aft deck. Family suite forward. Ethan lugged my bag. Grandpa. Talk later? Alone. Anytime.
Son.
Text at 6 p.m. Dinner. 7 sharp. I suited up, my good wool jacket. Sarah's pick from a Cheyenne store. Wanted this to work. Ship horn blasted departure. Freedom's call. Or so I thought. Breakfast, next morning. Texted Ryan early. No reply. Found them on Lido deck, laughing. Photos snapping. Waved. Ryan glanced. Turned away. Lisa mouthed. Later. I sat alone. Coffee going cold. An older couple nearby, 70s. Rancher types from Idaho. Martha and George.
Solo?
With family. Busy. Martha. Families complicate everything. Felt seen. But the sting lingered. Afternoon. Texted Sophie for a walk. Mom says activities till 5. Saw them at the pool, didn't push. By evening, doubt crept in like prairie fog. Past the suite, door cracked. Voices. Victor's baritone. After drinks at dinner. Pitched the investment. Ryan. Lean on family ties. Lisa. Ease in. Older folks bite with pressure. Older folks. Me, a mark. Bradley. Portfolio in the safe.
Kids.
Sell it. Ethan's voice tight. I don't think, Ryan. Grandpa trusts you. Use it. Blood roared in my ears. Backed away. Heart hammering. Googled Victor Klein. Apex Capital Group. Complaints galore. BBB alerts.
Réditrant en pyramide schem targeting senior.
MLM fraud. FTC probes. They were conning me on my dime.
Confront? No.
Ranchers gather facts.
Then act.
Night 1 dinner. Table for 9. Me sandwiched by Victor and Elaine. Wine flowed, charged to me. Talk steered. Sold the ranch smartly. Jack. Savings sitting idle. Played coy. CDs at 4%. Victor. We can triple that. Secure returns. Smiled.
Nodded. Inside.
Fury built like a thunderhead. Day 2. More isolation. Breakfast alone again. Saw them schmoozing. Ethan slipped me a note. They're planning something bad. Saw the... Hugged him. Not your fault. Afternoon seminar, Ship's Theater. Victor presented informally to our group high-yield investments in Western real estate flips. Glossy brochures. Promises of 15% returns. Ryan, Dad, this is gold. For the kids' future. Lisa, think of Ethan and Sophie. Pressure like a vice. Sign nothing. But noted. Interesting. By day 3, Grand came in port. Isolation peaked. Texts ignored. At the beach excursion, I paid extra, they clustered. Left me on a lounge chair. Sophie sneaked over. Grandpa, this isn't right. I know. Honey. Back on ship. Dinner formal. Captain's table option. But Ryan booked us private. Push the pitch hard. Sign tonight. Jack. Limited spots. Victor slid papers. Annuity transfer. $200,000 minimum. Tax-free growth. Read fine print. Hidden fees.
Lock-ins.
Need time. Ryan's eyes flashed. Dad, don't drag this. Stood. Good night. In my cabin. Called my attorney back home. Wyatt Ellis and Casper. Jack. This smells like fraud. Record everything. Your primary, full control. Gathered proof, screenshots of charges. Emails. Brochures. Ethan sent phone pics of their materials. Voice memos from overheard talks. Day 4, more pushes. Isolation turned blatant. No seat saved at meals. Ate alone in my cabin. Hurt like hell. But clarity sharpened. Called cruise director. Elena. Issue with guests. Explained. Unauthorized add-ons. Scam attempt. She verified. Your primary. We can remove at next port. Legal? Per terms.
Yes.
Your card. Your call. Felt the power shift, like mending a fence.
Cutting the rot. Cozumel.
Day 5. Turquoise waters mocking the storm inside. Morning text from Ryan. Meet at dock. Important. Met them shoreside. Victor launched. Jack. Reconsider the investment. For family. Ryan. Dad. This secures us all. Lisa. Don't be stubborn. Ethan and Sophie hung back. Eyes down. No, I said flat. This ends. Pulled my folder, proof stack. You added them without asking. Charge my card. And this. Held up FTC alerts on Apex. Scam. Silence hit like a Wyoming blizzard. Ryan stammered. Dad. It's legit, Victor. Misinformation. Save it. You're off at next port. Called Elena on speaker. Remove Ryan Harlan. Lisa Harlan. Victor Klein. Elaine Klein. Bradley Voss. Carla Voss. Her voice crisp. Confirmed. Mr. Harlan. Primary rights. Chaos erupted. Ryan, you can't. I can. Terms clear. Lisa, the kids, stay with me. Ethan, we want to. Sophie nodded. Victor threatened. Legal action. Try it.
Wyoming courts favor primaries.
Port authority backed me. Manifest showed my name top. They disembarked. Bags tossed dockside. Ryan's face twisted. After everything you've given? That's the problem. I gave. You took. Lisa shrieked at Ryan. Your gambling did this. Secrets spilling like busted irrigation. Walked away with grandkids. Ethan's hand on my shoulder. Proud of you.
Grandpa.
Back aboard. Elena. Captain salutes you. Hates cons. Upgraded our suite. FTC contact. Agent Ramirez. Your evidence bolsters our case on Apex. Sent files. Peace settled like fresh snow. Days 6 on, just us 3. Jamaica. Climb Dunn's River Falls. Ethan guiding. Steady.
Grandpa. Left soaking wet.
Sophie sketched waterfalls. Evening talks. What went wrong with Dad? Gave too freely. Maybe. Enabled instead of teaching. Ethan, not your fault. Maybe. But boundaries matter now. Roten. Snorkeled coral reefs. Fish darted like prairie dogs. Sophie. Like Sarah's stories of the sea. Shared memories, good Ryan. Pre-greed. He wasn't always this. Day 8. Ship's balcony. Stars vast as Wyoming nights. Sophie. This feels real. Ethan. Thanks for choosing us. Hugged tight. Legal wheels turned. Wyatt filed for the $95,000 loan repayment plus interest, total $104,500. Promissories ironclad. Garnish wages if needed. No rush. Lesson over cash. Disembarkation. Miami. Rented an SUV. Drove west, long haul to Wyoming. Stopping at diners. Sharing stories. Home by week 2. My house alive again. Ethan took Ryan's old room. Sophie the guest with garden view. First breakfast. Sarah's pancake recipe. Sophie. Tastes like home. Routine set. School runs. Dinners mandatory. Ethan got a part-time at the hardware store, saving for college. Sophie joined art club. Brought home landscapes.
Sundays, garage fixes.
Teaching Ethan ranch skills. You've got the touch. Kid. Week 3. Filed guardianship. Ethan. 18. Symbolic. Sophie needed it. Ryan didn't contest. Radio silent. Therapist for Sophie. Stability's key. Mr. Harlan. She's blooming. Ethan's acceptance. Wyoming Tech. Scholarship plus my $130,000 trust. Celebration, steak dinner. Proud already, I said. Spring. Sophie revived Sarah's garden. Wildflowers popping. Neighbors noticed. You look 10 years younger. Jack. Months passed. Ryan's world crumbled. Ethan's updates from old contacts. Fired from real estate. Absenteeism. Bad deals. Gambling relapse confirmed. Online bets draining him. Lisa filed divorce. Citing financial deceit. Moved to her folks in Colorado. Tried reaching kids, blocked. Apex shut down. FTC charges. $2.8 million fraud. My tips cited. Victor and Bradley fined. Probation.
Loyal. But broke.
August. Ethan bumped Ryan at a Casper gas station. Looked beat.
Grandpa. Graying fast.
Ryan. How's everyone? Better.
Sorry.
Ethan. Not ready. Told me shaking. It's okay.
Son.
His path now. September hit like a cool breeze off the Platte River. Envelope arrived. Ryan scrawl. Sat with it. Coffee cooling. Ethan home from college. Open it.
Did.
Dad. Don't expect forgiveness. But I'm sorry. Gambling wrecked me. In GA 4 months, 112 days clean.
Sponsor helping.
A men start with you. Hurt you worst loans. Lies.
Cruise scam.
See Ethan around. He avoids me. Deserve it. Lisa gone, divorce soon. Pizza delivery now. Studio apartment. Paying back $250 per month via garnishment. Be 64 when done. Trying to change. Saw the. Read twice. Ethan. Believe him? Doesn't matter. His healing's on him. Reply? Not yet. Filed it away. Forgiveness? Possible. Reconciliation? Separate trails. Vanessa, Lisa, gossip via cousins. Retail job in Denver. Playing victim online. Post. Stranded by cruel in-law. Sister commented. Own your scam roll.
Deleted fast.
Tried Demang Sophie. Miss you. Grandpa poisoned you. Sophie's reply. You chose greed. Blocked. Strong girl. October. Ryan's old firm pressed embezzlement. $42,000 skimmed. Plea. Probation. Restitution. Dodged jail. Ethan. Mercy. He didn't earn. Life's lesson enough. November. Sophie's 17th. House party friends. Neighbors. Cake toast. To family by choice. Her words. Grandpa showed love means boundaries. Tears all around. December. First Christmas sans Ryan. Tree with Sarah's ornaments. Gift simple. Meaningful. Ethan. This is right. January 2025. Doc visit. BP down.
Jack. Stress gone.
Keep it up. Boundaries best RX. February. Booked Alaska cruise. 10 days. Us 3. Sure after last taught who matters.
No secondaries.
Planning bonded us. March anniversary. Backyard. Garden thriving. Framed photo. Us in Cozumel. Sunset glow. Plaque. Harlan family. Built on respect. Sat reflecting. Connor. Ethan video call. Love the frame. Sophie. Essay done. The man who taught me no. Read it.
Wept.
Perfect. People ask. Regret the cutoff?
No.
Learned late. Respect earned. Not owed. Love needs fences. Or it turns toxic. Gave too long. Enabled entitlement. Grandkids taught. Families who chooses back. House echoes laughter now. Ethan's calls voluntary. Sophie's art sells, $200 last piece. Peace like calm after storm. April. Ryan update, still clean. Per mutual friend. Working steady. No contact, fine. May. Lisa tried again, letter via Wyatt. Reconnect with kids. Gave to them. Your call. Both. Not now. Support either way. June. Ethan graduated high school, valedictorian nod to me. Grandpa's lessons, integrity over shortcuts. July. Hot Wyoming days. Garden picnics. Shared Sarah stories. She'd love this. August. Ryan spotted at GA meeting, town small. Nodded, no words. Progress his. September, 1-year mark. Envelope again.
Dad. Still trying.
Paid extra this month, $300. Miss the old days. Understand if not. Replied brief. Keep going. Proud of steps. Light touch, no promises. October, FTC closed Apex case, restitutions ordered. My share, $15,000 back from add-on charges. Donated to senior fraud prevention. November, Thanksgiving full table. Grandkids friends. Toasts to new starts. December, holidays warm. Gifts, Ethan's toolkit, Sophie's sketchbook. Family's this, Sophie said. January 2026, checkup stellar. Model patient. February, Alaska cruise loomed. Excitement built. March sailing, glaciers. Whales. Ethan, better than last. Sophie, real adventure. Balcony talks deepen bonds. Lesson. Forgiveness heals you. Boundaries protect. Light, but profound. Back home, life flowed. Ryan's payment steady. Occasional note. Improving. Door cracked for future. Maybe coffee someday. Not rushing. Focus. Grandkids thriving. Ethan acing college. Sophie exhibiting art. House vibrant. Sarah's garden eternal. Looking back, that $58,000 cruise was no mistake. It was a reckoning. I thought generosity glued us. Learned it can corrode without respect. Ryan's betrayal stung deepest, but sparked change. More humane now. He hit bottom. Climbed partial. I forgave inwardly. Kept distance wisely. Lesson light. Families nurtured. Not assumed. Boundaries foster growth for all. April 2026, Ethan home break. Dad reached out coffee? Your choice. Met neutral. Park bench. Ryan thinner. Eyes clearer. Thanks for applying. Steps count. Talked surface. Work. Weather.
No cruise reas.
Parted civil. Maybe again? We'll see. Told kids. Progress.
Sophie, là.
But cautious. May. Sophie's art show. Sold 3 pieces. Proud grandpa moment. June. Ryan's divorce final. Lisa remarried quick. Colorado guy. Kids indifferent. July. Trail ride us 3. Bighorns echoing laughs. August. Ryan's update. Promoted to manager. Clean year. Sent congrats card. September, 2nd anniversary. Backyard barbecue. Framed more photos Alaska vistas. Toasts to choices. October, helped Ethan with project, wind turbines. Ranch style. November, Thanksgiving inclusive, invited Ryan briefly. Declined politely, not ready. Respect given. December, holidays magical. Gifts thoughtful. January 2027, my 73rd. Surprise party, kids orchestrated. Ryan sent card. Happy birthday. Grateful. February, planned Yellowstone trip, echo old days. March, Crew's memory faded positive. Taught resilience, Ethan said. Life's rhythm steady. Hands steadier. Heart fuller. Sarah's promise kept, not enabling, but guiding. Grandkids embody it. Strong.
Kind. Ryan?
Redeeming slowly.
Me? Free.
Lesson lingers. Give wisely. Receive gratefully. Family endures through storms. Emerge stronger. In the end, that shocking betrayal birthed unexpected healing. I cut the toxic wire, but left room for reconnection on better terms. No dramatic showdowns now, just quiet growth. The western sun sets golden on my porch. Garden blooming. Voices inside warm. Peace earned, not given. That's the real treasure.